What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Robbie J. Fox, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today's the last time you're gonna see me with this messy beard. Okay, I promise I'm about to trim this. It's getting on my nerves. But today is the second month of October, and you know what that means. Today we're gonna talk about another manga series for horror month. Now I want you guys to imagine this. Let's just imagine for a second that you can communicate with animals.
Hey, honey.
Who's this?
I'll give you a hint. I'm cute, I'm furry, and I make 500 babies a year.
Not exactly the most unique superpower in the world, you know, Aquaman, Dr. Dolittle. It's not exactly unique. Now imagine you have the power to understand animals, but the animals want to kill you. That kind of changes things, huh? That puts a lot of things into perspective. But that is the premise of the manga that we are talking about today. Another unique twist on zombie horror, except this time instead of zombies, it's animals. Let me introduce the second manga of horror month, and that is a manga called Jinmen. This manga is absolutely insane. Just like the last video, this is more or less a spin on the zombie / parasite theme. The animals in the zoo are all infected, but instead of making the animals sick and dying off, instead they gain intelligence and a thirst for human blood. The animals are all bloodthirsty killers. Now, what makes this manga really unique is the mutation of the animals. They don't just gain human intelligence, but they also have the faces of humans. Now, that is crazy. that is crazy. Just imagine, you know how eerie that is to have a, poor Scooter, your dog Scooter. You go to bed, a nice little doggy, you go to bed and then you wake up and see Bob chewing on somebody's intestines. That's pretty much how this manga goes. Just imagine really quickly an orangutan with the face of Donald Trump.
You don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab him by the pussy.
That that is how this manga is. To sum up this manga, an animal lover who returns to his hometown for the first time in 7 years after transferring schools. Masato invites his childhood friend Hitomi on a date to the zoo where he frequently visited when he was a child. However, the zoo that they visited suddenly gets attacked by animals with human faces. While seeking an escape from the animals called Jinmen, Masato then learns that the animals were experimented under the direction of the zoo director while pretending that it was health checkups. However, not only did the animals start killing humans, they started learning and reading books. They start understanding how humans work and function. They start building communities, armies, and start carrying out missions. They even learn how to use weapons and how to create them. They also took over a part of Japan, calling it the Animal Kingdom. I know it's a play on words, Animal Kingdom, I get it. It's ironic. The irony is not lost on me. Nice job. Now in this kingdom, the animals are the rulers and the humans are now slaves. The humans are now used in experiments and hunted. The way humans treated animals are now getting a reverse Uno card and being used on humans themselves. Not gonna lie, the vegan teacher would love this. She would absolutely love this. Treat animals with care and respect. Well, guess what, bitch? Now you ain't got no choice because they are now dominion over you. See, if you know, you know, all right? Since every animal is different, they use their abilities to contribute to the animal kingdom. It's actually pretty incredibly efficient if it wasn't so horrifying. Now, this is where I had to be honest. I gotta be honest. I had to rant. I gotta rant a little bit because this manga it starts off so good, and then we go down some rabbit holes. The artwork in this manga has animals designed in such a creepy way that it really just draws you in. It is horrifying. The details on each character is extremely eye-catching, while at the same time making you hope that this remains a fictional story. The violence in the manga is no joke either. I'm not even sure that I can show some of the violence since it's extremely brutal. The manga's first half is so incredibly peak thanks to that, but the story kind of falls off a bit. And when I say it falls off, it falls off when you introduce other humans. When the humans start fighting back. For example, they introduce the Jinmen, which is basically Jinmen, but humans on mutated animal steroids. This concept was incredibly stupid to me. It was incredibly stupid because now we got superhero humans fighting back. That's not how survival horror stories go. Survival horror stories mean survive to the end. You don't fight back. You don't get to fight back. That's not how they work. I mean, I understand. I do understand to some degree, but it ruined like the story for me because most of the story is you are underpowered. You are overwhelmed. You have to use whatever resources you have and your knowledge on animals to survive this entire ordeal. Then you introduce this random superpower that humans can now act like, you know, have the abilities of animals to fight back. And it just all the suspense, all of the buildup that happens, it just dies just like that. I mean, it's gone. And I think that's where this manga really falls off and like really falls off hard. Just imagine playing Phasmophobia, except now you have the weapons from Ghostbusters. Like, where's the fun? Like, it doesn't even matter what ghost it is. You can kill the ghost now. It doesn't even matter, does it? And that's pretty much how this manga what this manga turns into. You even find out later how the animal virus started, and it is once again very lackluster. But I will admit that if you push past this, the manga is pretty good. If I had to give it a rating, then I would say it's a solid 6 out of 10. And the 6 is mostly due to the fact that the story evolution was just mid. It was just bad. But the story is worth the read, and it is definitely something you should read for Horror Month. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This one is a short one because this manga is like, I think 40 something chapters long. There's not a lot to go into, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but I will say the first 20 chapters are phenomenal. They're great. They're really good, which is why I do have to recommend it for Horror Month. Even though this manga does not have the best reviews, the first 20 chapters are really good. Or I should say like the first 2 parts of the manga is pretty decent. But when we get to the Jinmen part of it, it's not even worth it. It's really not. So I think the manga is completed, so you can read the whole thing. I don't know if the full translation is out because when I was reading this manga, the full translation wasn't finished. So I did catch up a little bit recently, but I want to say the full translation is not done. So once again, if you want to read it, by all means, it is worth reading. But do be prepared that you might be a little disappointed when you get into it. But again, it is only day 2 of Horror Month. So I'm throwing out the weakest to the strongest. That's how I'm going to do this. We're going to do the weakest to the strongest. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy it. Please comment your thoughts down below. Were you going to watch it? Are you not going to watch it? Does this interest you? Does it not interest you? Let me know. You know what it is. My name is Robbie J. Fox. Please subscribe for more. And with love, fuck off.
I got 69 bitches that don't do 69. I got 3 or 4 prospects who want to be mine. I got 9 baby mamas who claim that baby is mine. What do they all have in common? They all tell lies. It's all action, all passion, all work but no yapping. The look in her eyes, you know she not acting. Turn the light off and watch me shine. I am absolute cinema, absolute cinema.